Hi everyone. So now, if you are a NEET MDS aspirant and find yourself in a dilemma that whether you should appear for NEET MDS 2025 or not, well, that generally means two things. Firstly, is that you are not sure whether to do MDS or not. Well, in that case, I would say it's completely your choice. Do not believe external voices. Do your due diligence, do your due research. If you think MDS is not worth it, it is not worth your time. If you think it does not enriches your life, if you think that you know what, I'll find myself in the same position after that, or you think okay, I cannot, you know, afford private and I cannot work hard for government. Well, whatever the reason is, I think it's completely your decision, and in that case only you can help yourself, because only you can decide, right? But in case you want to do and still you are confused, well, anyone who has been preparing, like, this question is never asked to them. So you must either be an intern or you must either be underprepared. That's why you find yourself hesitant, that okay, what will happen that if I appear and I get low marks, etc. So let us see the downside and the upside. If you give an exam, if you are underprepared. Now, firstly, I think the downside is that you have to shell out some money, right? Around 4,000, 3,000, I think was last time the form fees. Then you have to travel, etc. And you will have to waste your one day, right, in giving the exam. What is the other downside? That you will get low marks. Well, you get marks in proportion to what you have prepared. And you know as Einstein said, a single piece of paper cannot decide my worth. So a single exam also cannot decide your worth. So even if you get low marks, that does not imply that you cannot do well in future. In fact, let me tell you, I have seen more people actually being hugely successful, even though they they had a shambolic performance in NEET, right? So it is how you work hard in your present and your future that is more resourceful. And as far as the present marks, it does not have any implication. Even if you do not give paper, you have 0 marks. Even if you give, let's say you have minus 240, no one will know about it, right? So, but again, if you think it dents your confidence, well, it can be a potential downside. What about the upside? Well, there are many upsides. First of all is the exam simulation. Giving mocks is entirely different. When you sit in actual exam, that is completely different. When you are giving mocks, you are lying on your bed. It might be that you are about to fall asleep. You are giving, sometimes you are attempting 100 questions, then you are like, यार मन नहीं कर रहा, बंद कर दिया. ठीक है, 240 questions you might be attempting in 24 minutes itself, right? 30-40 minutes you're not spending time on that. So that level of seriousness is not there, right? कभी भी नेट्स में बैटिंग करते हैं तो उतना सीरियसली नहीं करते ना. प्लस देर इज़ नो प्रेशर. ठीक है, when you go to the exam center, when you see all those candidates, when there is a computer screen, right, then you see the pressure. You have to perform under some amount of pressure. This is true for actually everything in life. So it's not a rosy road. There are thorns scattered across. So the thing is that there is an exam simulation. Your mind gets open. You realize, okay, this is what is happening, and you are sitting in front of that screen for 3 hours. Okay, you cannot even go to the washroom. They don't allow. If you go, then biometric gets repeated. So what happens is a lot of time is wasted. So again, you have a proper exam simulation, and only an exam can simulate an exam. If I'm being honest, no mock series, nothing, no national mocks, nothing can ever. Only NEET MDS can simulate NEET MDS. Secondly is your exam pattern. Up till 2015, only text-based questions were asked. Yes, a couple of exams here and there had written material. But see, now what is happening is that exams are digitized, right? Earlier they used to be taken on a piece of paper. Even now PSCs, if you see the just concluded Rajasthan PSC, it was conducted on an exam, computer exam, sorry. So what happens is that now images are included, so you can see. So from 16 17 lot of images were there, but now if you see the last one, around 20 odd images were there, so 10%. So they are important, but it's not like it's 30-40%. More clinical questions are asked, right? More emerging diseases, etc., trends they are asked. Hence you stay up to date what is asked. Plus definitely there is repeats are asked, and no matter what people say, you know what, direct repeats are not there, this that, repeats are asked. There is a finite set of question bank, believe it or not, and since it has been repeated from so many years, some amount of repeats are there. And whoever says it's not so, I am someone who has been given exams, clearing exams since lot of years. I have many scorecards, which will claim that I solely did repeats, and I have many scorecards to back up my claim. That is all I can say. Thirdly is the baseline. You should know where you stand, right? You might think yourself, okay, I'm very intelligent, I'm this, I'm that, I got 75, I got 80% in BDS. None of that hardly matters, really does not matter. So you should know where you stand, because you're not competing with just yourself. You're competing not just in your own class or not just in your own college, you're competing in a pan India fashion, right, with every student who is giving the exam. So you should know where you should stand currently, and that is how you'll get to know your deficiencies. For example, all subjects came, you did OP very well, ortho you were blank, so you'll get to know, right, this was missing. Just like, to give you an analogous example, whenever you are doing those pulse vitality tests, you need a baseline data. So किससे कंपेयर करोगे? तो हेंस क्वाइट सिंपली आज की रैंक तुम्हें बताती है कि तुम कहाँ स्टैंड करते हो, वेयर आर यू स्टैंडिंग राइट नाउ, एंड एवरीवन नोज यू हैव टू बी अंडर 500, राइट. Those who do not have idea, I have another video of this rank analysis of NEET 2024. You can go and watch it if you are aiming for a government seat, to see what score you need and what rank you need. Roughly for an open candidate it's under 600, ठीक है, via all India, last government seat you can roughly say. And marks are, this year the cutoff was low, but you can take around 610 615. Anyhow, lastly, it increases your seriousness. Remember your college days. Okay, sometimes you think we want to study, but money नहीं करता है. जब एग्ज़ाम आता है ना, I cannot use those exact words, but you are like, okay, now exam has come, now I'll be serious. There is a very different seriousness to you. So this NEET actually helps to kickstart your prep, right? It is like a jolt in the back. So मतलब एग्ज़ाम के लिए जो सीरियसनेस आती है वो मॉक्स के लिए कभी नहीं आती है, राइट. तो नो मैटर हाउ गुड अ स्टूडेंट यू आर, बट व्हेन यू आर फेसिंग एन एक्चुअल एग्ज़ाम, देन यू डू. इट्स लाइक कोई काम देते हैं ना, सो योर सीरियसनेस इज़ इनडायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द नंबर ऑफ डेज रिमेनिंग. तो 5 दिन काम के लिए दिया ना, 5 4 3 वी आर चिल, सेकेंड और लास्ट डे में हमारी ऐसी तैसी होती है. So again, this will by giving this exam, you will be forced to study, even if your destination is next year, but this will help you, start your prep. If I can say, according to me, the number of pros outweigh the cons by a lot. Marks कमाएंगे, don't tell anyone. That's all I can say. And you should not be bothered. You're getting the marks when you're not prepared. Secondly, 4,000 rupees. Now, anyone who earns knows every every penny, every rupee is earned. But still, like in the grand scheme of things, it's a very small price to pay. That is all I can say. Rest is definitely your wish. But for those who are confused, I hope I have helped you make a better decision. And for those interns, see, you can give, when you fill the form, you will get to know. During internship, you are able to give. Many students who have not yet completed internship, they are able to give, because MCC themselves allow that. Okay, if the exam is in March, if you have completed till April, May, something like that, you can give. So we have reached the end of our video, and right, I hope you have a little bit more clarity now and a little bit more courage. And you can also join my free MCQ group that is on Telegram by the name Recapitulation. I have attached the link below, and here is the QR code, and in which there are free MCQs, plus there is a fine tuning test series which is there at low cost, right? So which will again help you to gauge yourself, gauge your prep, and help you to fine tune your weaknesses. So that's it from my side, and thank you.